Today we're talking about the RF 50mm f1.8 lens, from here on out the 50mm. Last week I did a video unboxing the R5 and the RF 50mm f1.8, which this is the f1.8, this is the EOS R because I'm shooting this on the R5, but this will give you a sense and a size of how just portable this package is here with this lens and this body here. And I've seen a lot of people review this lens and just sort of hold the lens and talk about it, but the whole point of this video is to just talk about what this does with this particular camera system. I've been shooting on this lens exclusively for the past week, indoor, outdoor, casual walks with my wife, some photo shoots that I had. Now, I'm not the person who's going to read to you the spec sheet here on this stuff. If you need the audiobook version, the ASMR version of the spec sheet, I'm not your guy. But I did want to talk about how this lens changed the way that I shot over this past week, because usually when I go out shooting, I'm shooting with an L series lens for my Canon cameras. So that really does slow me down. Those are larger, heavier lenses, and that's a good thing. That allows me to be more methodical and deliberate in my method, and that's really important when I'm shooting, especially for brands, clients, things like that. With this 50mm though, I can't. This thing's just gonna be doing tumbles in this entire video. Don't worry, it's fine. With this 50mm though, it transformed the R and the R5 bodies for me from a pro system into a more casual, what I would call a cafe camera. A camera that you would just sling over your shoulder and take out with you. Something you could place on a cafe table while you're sitting down for a drink or for a small meal. This is it, and it's pretty mind-blowing to think about. So this package changed where I took my camera. I took my camera out more for fun, date night, brunch with family, friends, just capturing moments that I didn't plan ahead of time. Now, this isn't an L series lens. It's definitely not as sharp as an L series lens. That is a drawback, and I probably wouldn't use this lens for brand work, but for web content and just capturing memories, this is more than enough. Now, this lens isn't perfect. I'm not a fan of the STM motor in it, or in any lens for that matter. It definitely is louder. It's significantly louder comparatively to a USM lens that Canon uses in their L series glass. It is a 50mm, so I don't particularly like shooting on 50mm lenses. I like a 35 full frame equivalent for a lot of my work and the shots that I like to get, and lower. That's why the 15 to 35 is fantastic. And especially in some of these scenarios where I'm across a small table from my subject, I'm doing this sort of like lean back, just trying to get the composition that I want for that particular shot. So Canon, if you're listening to this, I would love a 35mm that's this size, please. I know there is the RF 35 macro lens, but that's just bigger enough that it doesn't have the same feel as this 50 does here on the R or the R5. Overall though, this lens on an R series mirrorless body is a new kind of vibe. If you are coming from a DSLR world where maybe you had the EF version of this lens and you had it on like a 5D Mark III or Mark IV, I think you really do need to get an R series body in hand with the RF version of this lens to really feel how different the size and weight are. I mean, that's kind of why I'm just like holding this thing throughout this entire video, is because I feel like I would fatigue trying to hold a 5D Mark IV with the old EF50 lens. But this package right here, I'm palming it comfortably. I can carry it for hours and it's almost like it's not even there. It's crazy. It will change about how you think about your camera, and it has changed for me how I think about the R and the R5. For all that said, this was just a short video trying to get you to think about photography, taking more photos, being inspired to take more photos. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Stephen Foster. I'll share with you guys a few of the shots that I took here this past week on this lens in the outro. Subscribe to this channel if you aren't already. I'd be honored if you would. Please be kind, both in life and in the comments below. Like this video to send good vibes across the internet. Just do it. Why not? Why wouldn't you do that? Why would you not send good vibes across the internet? It's free, no shipping. Just click the like button and it will be done. It will be done. Good vibes. We'll do it again soon.